On the edge of the West African coast, where waves kiss the shore with salt and prophecy, Abeni stood with her feet buried in the warm sand and her hands in her hair. Her fingers moved slowly, deliberately, weaving strands as if the sky itself depended on them. And maybe it did. For every braid she tied, the clouds above tightened. For every twist of hair, a gust of wind rose from the sea. The elders called her Oluwapo, the one who speaks to the storm. But she was more than a whisperer. She was the storm's memory. Behind her, villagers gathered in silence. Before her, the ocean bent forward like a child listening to a bedtime story. And as the final braid locked in place, the first crack of thunder bloomed like applause across the sky. The air was thick inside the ship, soaked in sweat, iron, and prayers with no language. Chains rattled like cruel lullabies in the dark. But amid the suffering, one sound floated steady. A hum. Abeni sat curled near the hull, her fingers still, but her spirit not. She hummed a song no one had taught her, but everyone recognized. A song made of thunder and bone. Lightning licked the ocean outside, illuminating her face, and for a moment, her eyes glowed. Not from magic. From memory. She had braided the storm before. And even chained in shadow, the storm remembered her. The land was different here. Thicker. Wetter. Wounded. Abeni collapsed into the earth as they forced her ashore. But she did not cry. Instead, she dug her fingers deep into the unfamiliar soil. And the land responded. The moss curled toward her. The roots shifted. A breeze moved where none had blown. You are not lost, the ground seemed to whisper. You are returned. And though her body was weakened, her spirit stood, taller than ever. She had survived. And so had the storm. Beneath an old live oak in Charleston, Maya drew storms. Swirls of wind and water danced across her sketchbook, though no teacher had shown her how. Her fingers moved like they remembered something her mind had forgotten. Then came the wind. Soft. Strange. It twisted around her braids, lifted her page, and carried a name through the leaves. Abeni. Maya looked up. The tree groaned. The sky blinked. And for the first time, she didn't feel alone. She felt summoned. The roots of the live oak parted for her, not with violence, but with reverence. Beneath them, wrapped in mud and moss, lay a drum. Old. Heavy. Breathing. Maya reached for it like a child reaching for her grandmother's hand. And when her fingers tapped the worn skin, time twisted. Rain rose from the ground instead of falling. The sky inhaled. She didn't play a rhythm. The rhythm played her. And far across the sea, something ancient opened its eyes.